Is Boneworks worth it? Let's find out. Hey guys, today we're going to answer the question, is Boneworks worth it? Well, before we get to that, I don't want to really sound like a sellout, but I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers before 2020, and we're really coming close, so please subscribe so we can reach our goal. Now to answer the question, is it worth it? Well, that depends on what you have. I'll put the timestamps on the screen for each section, and I'll tell you if it's worth it or not. Now that you're ready, let's hop into the first section. So in my personal opinion, this is probably the best VR game that I've played yet. Yet, there's one slight problem that it has. So if you don't know, the levels are very long and they take about 30 minutes to an hour just to complete one level, and there's many levels in the game, because I haven't even completed the game yet. But you can only save if you complete a level. So if you're almost through a level and you are like, I can't do this anymore, I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I need to take a break, and you close the game, you're going to start at the start of the level. So if you spent 30 minutes, 45 minutes in the game and you almost beat it, then that's going to be a big problem. So yes, and this game can actually, it's a workout. You're dodging bullets and stuff like that. So yes, you're going to get sweaty and you're going to want to take a break, but there are some parts where you can just set down the headset and the game will automatically shut off unless you have like a setting to shut your VR off if you're not using it after a certain amount of time. Because yes, once in a while you're going to have to take it off mid-level because the game does get tiring because it can get intense. There are some slow parts, but there are some really high intense. You got to be on your feet. And there is a slow motion button, which is good if you want to do some cool, stylish reloads, if that's your thing. So yes, here's a quick tip from me. Usually whenever I complete a level, that's when I take my break. So I don't have to take a break mid-level, and I can do it before. And so it doesn't take away from me completing a level that I might be confused on, and I might forget some of the puzzles. Because yes, this game has a bunch of them, and this game is mostly puzzle-based. Now, that was pretty much everything I had to say in my personal review. I love this game. I would recommend it to anyone who has a VR and wants a puzzle game that's like realistic and really fun. So yeah, let's go on into our next section. So, if you already have a VR headset, should you get the game? I think yes, definitely. Because this game is only $30, and for something of this quality, I expected it to be around $50, maybe $60, maybe even $40. But only $30? That's surprising. Now that's practically everything I could say in this section, because it's almost the same as section 1, but if you have a VR headset, yes, get the game. Now let's move on to section 3, the last section. Now the last section is if you need a headset. There's two different types of headsets out there. There's high-end and low-end. The high-end is definitely the Valve Index, and you need a high-end PC as well for it. Now I'm going to put this on the screen, but the minimum specs you need for a Valve Index headset is Windows 10, a processor which is dual-core with hyper-threading, 8 GB of RAM, a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970, or an AMD RX 480. You need a good broadband internet connection, and you need an available display port and USB port. Now on the low end of headsets, you would probably be better off with the HTC Vive. Now, it doesn't need as good of a PC as the Valve Index, which makes it really good. Now, just like I did with the Valve Index, I'm going to list the specs and put them on the screen of the minimum requirements for the HTC Vive. So for the GPU, you would need a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970 or an AMD Radeon R9 290. For the CPU, it would be an Intel i5 or an AMD 8350, equivalent or better, just like with the GPU. RAM, which would be 4 GB or more. You would need one US 2.0 USB port or something better than 2.0. And for your operating system, you would need Windows 7, Windows 8, or Windows 10. So if you have the money, I suggest you should get a headset, and if you have the PC for it. So yes, definitely get it. And if you get a headset, there's other games you can play with it too. And there's a bunch of other VR games that I would recommend. So yeah, that was my official second installment of Is It Worth It? Now, I feel like I should actually make more of these videos because these are actually fun to make because I get to share my opinions on games that you guys might be interested in getting. So to end off the video, I need to answer the question, is it worth it? And overall, yes, this game is actually worth the purchase. This game is super fun, just like I said in my part of the review in section 1. So, I'm Phantom, and this has been episode 2 of Is It Worth It? And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos just like this one.